Grand rising, grand arrival, grand return. Peace and blessings to the righteous and the repentant alike. I am Sophia of the AMARUKhan Mariam, and this is a really brief video, some information that needs to be addressed basically immediately. I was having a discussion with someone earlier who mentioned that when Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown went to that place with the professional victims unit, they were baptized in the water there and took their baby Bobby Christina with them. And following that experience, that is basically what started the downward spiral when things was getting really, really bad for Whitney, which ultimately ended in the loss of her life and her daughter's life. And so I recalled that my mother went to that place. I haven't asked her about it yet, but just so I was like, okay, well, who else went to this place and then basically like died right away? And MLK went. He went in 1959. And in 1964, just before he was brutally murdered, he was going to, he was supposed to take a group of 600 black people there. And basically what ended up happening was they didn't go, he didn't go, and then a few days later, not too long later, he was murdered. And I was like, well, I wonder who else this happened to. Well, Malcolm X went to Palestine, which is the same area with the same cousins of those same other people, but of course he was there for the Islam faction instead of the professional victims unit pointy hat faction of those people, but they're the same people. Understand, they're the same people. So he went in 1964, literally 4 or 5, less than a year before he passed away. So this ties into the whole Charlie Kirk situation, because as you know, they took a delegation over there to that place over the 4-week congressional break. It was the first thing they did. They took a bunch of people over there, and they took a bunch of influencers, and Charlie turned that down. He also turned down interviewing Netanyahu. And so they're going to try to make this whole professional victims unit connection go away, but they can't go away. But so what does this mean for me, like, and for people who have watched? So if you are a person, anybody really at this point, but especially a person of color who has been to that place and had someone baptize you in that water, you have to engage in a very, very aggressive protocol to remove the curse that they put on you. They put a curse on you, okay? I can trace it pretty direct within my own situation. Like, that's why I was like, let me just make a video. They put a curse on you, okay? An actual literal curse. And if you do nothing about it, it literally ends in like unaliving. And so this is not like a jokey joke, playtime, any of that stuff. These people have sold out their bloodlines. They have literally sold out their ability to accumulate anything of value on this planet. They've absolutely sold out their ability to inherit the kingdom, because these people took it from them. Now, it's not right. I mean, of course, everything can be corrected, but you have to know, like, if you are the child of someone who went to that place, or if you yourself went to that place, or you know somebody who went to that place that would have thought of you as a child or a family member or something like that, you need to engage in some really, really aggressive protocols to remove this energy from you. Like, this is not going to be an easy task. Like, I have to do, like, now I have to, like, quadruple down on my own spiritual protection and my own spiritual work, because I have to deal with this. This is very, very serious. Winnie lost her life. Her daughter lost her life. Like, this young man lost his life. MLK lost his life. Malcolm X lost his life. These people died, literally died, after rejecting the advances of these people. And so, yeah, I just wanted to make this video. It's really important. Like, you know, I'll start putting together some protocols, but first thing first, you got to verbally reject it. So I'll say this here. I verbally reject assigning any of my inheritance, physical, spiritual, mental, or otherwise, to anyone other than myself and my bloodline, from past, present, and future, forever, because it was all taken fraudulently, and it was taken fraudulently. It's a fraudulent contract that I did not agree to, and that whoever signed me over to these people also did not know what they were doing. So you can't engage in contracts with people who don't know what the terms are. That's actually illegal. Totally fraudulent, completely illegal. And so this have to be addressed, like, immediately. Like, I can, in my own situation, trace a lot of stuff that really, like, got significantly worse following that I'm still dealing with to this day. So, like, and I didn't even go. It wasn't me. I didn't go to this place. I'm not interested in that. I never wanted to go to this place and be around these people or any of this stuff. Like, I'm not interested. Like, I don't want to partner with you. I don't want to energetically share ties with you. I don't want anything to do with you. Like, I don't consent. I do not consent. I do not agree. Like, I am moving on with my life, and you are not entitled to my life, my energy, my children's life, their health, their energy, and nothing. You're not entitled to it, and therefore you cannot have it. And whatever I have to do to make sure that my children are not going to be bound by these weird contracts that you put people in, is going to be done. But just like I'm verbally saying it, I do not consent. I do not agree. I request what I need for myself, for my use and the use of my children and my bloodline, not for these people. And everything that they have taken from me, everything that the grasshopper has eaten and the mole worm has destroyed, have to be returned, because I did not consent. I did not agree. And I speak for the entirety of my bloodline. Me having the trustee power of my bloodline, because I did the paperwork. I have the trustee power. It is on record. I revoke this for my entire bloodline. Like, quit it. Stop playing with me. The answer is no. Like, I don't know how many, like, every year I have to make one of these videos where I tell these people no. Like, the answer is no. I said no. No means no. You don't get to override my no with your yes. Get the hell out of here. No means no. If I said no and people in my family said no and y'all tricked them into saying yes, it's still a no, dog. It's a no. It's a no. It's enough of this. Like, all of these type of contracts need to be unbound immediately. Like, whoever is in charge of this, whichever temple is in charge of these weird contracts with these people, needs to be put on notice that these contracts are now null and void, period. They were done without knowledge. They were done in ignorance. And most people have tried to be baptized to get away from this stuff and didn't even realize they were being baptized right into it. Absolutely not. The answer is no. No means no. No. The answer is no. Like, I don't know how many times and ways I have to say. The answer is no. So we're going to be developing a protocol for this. I don't know how much work it's going to take. I'm just looking at the results now of what's happening and saying we absolutely have to do something. Like, our people have to be freed from this demon. Like, no means no. Like, no means no. So, shalom, peace and blessings, and we'll see you in the next video.